CREATES, one of the main aims was to build the critical mass, to be able to harness the wealth we have in Africa. So when CREATES started, we launched the program, and this program, they will easily come with innovations because they're new programs and they're focused industrial pharmacy and regulatory sciences. You are exactly talking about drug development and drug design and drug delivery. So those kind of programs. So we were able to do that through the World Bank funding, and altogether 13 new programs came out of 2 programs. Student enrollment was one of the DLIs, as you know. So we actually managed to surpass the required amount. We got all together, I think, of over 220 students, both masters and PhD. And I think around 12% are from the region. That's also, we're very proud. And the one thing I'm most proud is 51% are women.
I have had a wonderful experience studying here at Nelson Mandela, and this is through the scholarship which I get through the CREATES. What I'm trying to research about is there is a gap of food provision to inpatients in our hospitals. And we know that for the medication of the patients to work, they need food. But when the food are not there, or are there in inadequate time or inadequate itself, it is a problem. So what I wanted to do is to come up with the policy recommendations. My recommendation will go to health police, to these hospitals, because I'm dealing with the tertiary, to start with this tertiary hospital. But if I could be asked to suggest, I can say all the hospitals which have inpatients could provide food, but also to community, because we needed to educate them.
My research was based on an indigenous and neglected crop known as lab, which is a leguminous crop. And this crop it's a native in Africa. And with time it has been neglected because there is less research funding, less government concentration on doing research on it. And even breeders have not been focusing on this crop. I focused on this crop because it's a highly nutritious crop as compared to other leguminous crops. So in terms of the compounds that it has, like protein, it's high in protein content, iron content, some of the vitamins that the other legumes lack. Lab is very important. It has got high concentration on it. From my PhD research, I've been able to identify some varieties that are high yielding, they are highly maturing, and some have got bruchid resistance, which is a common pest, storage pest for legumes. So if these varieties are put forward for further breeding processes, you can be able to have some varieties that have got farmer preferred traits, which is one of the main aspects when doing breeding process.
So my research is on molecular epidemiology of rotavirus in Tanzania. So rotavirus is a virus that causes diarrhea, and globally it is the leading cause of diarrhea for under 5. So it causes diarrhea in children, in animals, young animals, and also in immunocompromised adults. But in my research I was focusing on children under the age of 5 and animals. I did it from both human and animal population because rotavirus is a zoonotic disease. That means it is transmitted across human and animal population. I've had an opportunity to work in a human-based research organization and also an animal-based research organization. In that, through the support that I received from the center, in the future, I'm planning to consider coming up with a vaccine for veterinary use for rotavirus.